Picture this. It's 4:17 a.m. in a city that never promised you anything. The streets still wet from last night's rain, neon lights buzzing like tired insects. And somewhere between cracked sidewalks and silent skyscrapers, a regular guy named Jake is sitting alone on the edge of his bed, staring at the wall like it personally betrayed him. Not because he's lazy, not because he didn't try, but because life just knocked him flat again. Another rejection, email glowing on his phone like quiet. Insult, another reminder that effort doesn't always get applause. And right now, his chest feels heavy, his mind loud, and that dangerous voice is creeping and whispering, maybe this is it. Maybe you're just not built for more. And for a moment, he believes it, because belief is fragile when you're tired, when the world keeps handing you proof that you're losing, when everyone else's highlight reel feels like it's mocking your behind-the-scenes struggle. But here's the thing nobody tells you in motivational quotes or Instagram captions. The moment right before you quit is often the moment your story actually starts, because while Jake sits there in the dark, something shifts, not like lightning, not like a miracle, but like a slow, grinding realization that hits harder than hope ever could. The realization that nobody is coming, no one is going to knock on that door and save him. No one is going to feel sorry long enough to change his life. And oddly enough, that truth doesn't crush him. It frees him, because if nobody is coming, then everything depends on what he does next. And that's terrifying, but it's also power. Raw power, the kind that doesn't scream but whispers, move. So he stands up, not confident, not inspired, just stubborn enough to refuse the ending that quitting would give him. And the next days are ugly, painfully ugly. Mornings where discipline drags him out of bed while motivation stays asleep. Workouts where his body shakes and his mind begs for mercy. Late nights where he studies, builds, fails, deletes, starts again, and learns the hard way that progress doesn't feel heroic. It feels boring, repetitive, and lonely. Weeks pass, then months, and nobody claps, nobody notices, but something is happening under the surface, something dangerous, because every time Jake shows up when he doesn't feel like it, he's casting a vote for a new identity. Not the guy who tried, but the guy who doesn't stop. And slowly the mirror starts reflecting. Someone different, not richer yet, not famous, not winning trophies, but someone sharper, calmer, harder to break. Someone who understands that confidence isn't loud. It's built quietly at 5 a.m. when excuses are still asleep. And life keeps testing him. Bills pile up, plans collapse, people doubt him openly. And sometimes he doubts himself privately. But now when that old voice says, "You can't," another voice answers back. Not with hype, but with evidence, saying, "I already did hard things. I can do this too." And that's when momentum begins, subtle at first, a small win. Then another door cracks open where one used to slam shut. And Jake walks through not like a superhero, but like a man who earned the right to be there. Fast forward a few years, and the same city that once ignored him now watches him move with purpose. Not because he beat everyone else, but because he beat the version of himself that wanted comfort over growth. And when people ask him what changed, what book he read, what secret hack he used, he almost laughs, because the truth isn't sexy. The truth is he stopped negotiating with weakness. He stopped waiting to feel ready. He stopped treating failure like a verdict and started treating it like data. And standing there now, steady, grounded, unshakable. Jake understands something most people never do. Success isn't about talent, luck, or perfect timing. It's about who you become when no one is watching, when quitting would be easier, when the dream feels stupid. And if you're listening to this thinking it's about Jake, it's not. It's about you, about the nights you didn't quit, or the mornings you still could choose to start, because rock bottom isn't a grave unless you lie down and stay there. It's a foundation, and the only question left is simple and brutal. When life tries to write your ending early, are you going to accept it? Or are you going to pick up the pen and finish the story yourself?